It is this weird thing without internet to suddenly be thrown into the Stone Age again. Thoughts don't work in my brain because my brain doesn't brain well. Sex dungeon. Yes, sex dungeon. We're back here. One day I'll find a name for it that is not creepy. And I sucked at it, obviously. I got my balls kicked in. Oof. But I liked it. I'm kidding, okay? I can't brain. My brain, sorry. It took me a couple seconds and then it's just over, sorry. It's just, sorry, there's no brain anymore. Oh, there was another game, and another thought process I had, and that was RPG games. A very weeby, Japanesey RPG game. And another pseudo-weeby game, kind of, whatever. Well, technically I played Genshin, so I don't necessarily think I should worry that much. Even though I quit playing Genshin. For reasons like mental health. Or just for the fact that, like, I felt like I got nothing out of it pretty much, and I just kept on playing for no reason. So I uninstalled, and I haven't really been sad about that at all. But yes, one of them was called Trails, and then there are many different things in different games in the Trails series. Kind of like how Final Fantasy has fuck tons of games for like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever the fuck. I honestly, my brain is blanking a little bit. Minecraft is taking over and brain is obviously disappearing. Like it obviously always does. So yes, I'm sorry for not braining so well. At least I'm doing something extremely repetitive and supposedly easy, but I'm having difficulties. The Trails games, the reason why I wanted to play specifically Trails of Cold Steel, I think it's called. Well, in an RPG, there's text boxes, there's character development, there's storylines, and I wanted to practice reading voice things and just testing my voice out and just being a funny man with saying stupid shit. You know, trying out girl voices, boy voices, man voices, you know, or even trying my most handsome man voice, you know, because I need to talk a little bit sensually and talk. I don't know if that was good or if that was the correct voice, or if it's something I wanna train on. I wanna learn more voice acting things, and I wanna learn how to read a book to my children in the future, and I wanna do many funny voices, you know, and just be a great dad, and you know, that's my stuff. I'm motivated or something. I don't fucking know. I don't. And I'm done. What do I do now? Okay, brain, what are you doing, brain? Brain is disappearing. My legs, they're so tiny and small, and I can't sprint. Ugh, One thought process I had is kill some creepers, because I failed at doing that recently, because I'm a little bit bitch boy. That son of a bitch village over there, because we don't like those people. They, like, do stuff, and they're bad people. Racism. I'm sorry, I'm not a racist. Don't kill me. Now we know skeletons, they're not racists. We all have the same skeletons in the end, it seems. Bad joke. This is a very nice horse. Okay. I don't know if it'll despawn if I run away, so I feel like I might need to push it a little bit closer.
Come on. I know you want to. I know you want to follow me home. Come on. Okay. Oh, it's actually working. Oh, it's following. Oh, I mean, it's going. Come on. Oh, no. Okay. Why am I having so much difficulty with the horse? Okay, come on. Oh, this is so finicky. Is this close enough? Will it not despawn if it's this close? I don't want to test it. Yep. You know, I wanted gunpowder, but not at the cost of a horse. Oof. And I got some chicken. That's nice. Okay. Come on, go. Is this close enough? And there's another horse back there. Oh, it's also cute. Oh no. They're all so cute.
Oh my god, the heating is on in my room. Why is the heating on in my room? Oh my god, I just ran over a cord. Oh my god, no. Push that cord. Kick with my legs like a little baby. Oh, gaga. Oh, I know math. Whoa. There. Yep. I don't think my map is big enough. I'm very insecure about my size, you know. I should have probably brought a boat with me. Or maybe I should have made a boat. Ooh. I don't know why I got weird about the boat, like, but you know, I'm a boat sexual. I need to... Okay, I have the bottom now. I have enough at least to be considered the bottom. I have reached the bottom. I am a bottom. So having no idea about the subject I was on before, and I have no idea what my brain wanted to say, I'll just move on to the next subject, because I had this weird thought process, and that is, I want to say something quickly once in my streams before more people watch me, so that I can bury it. And then somebody can like watch through all of my old shit and be like, oh, you said this during that stream, and that's crazy, what the fuck is this about? And I was like, there's a reason I said it once and never again. I kind of want to do that, because there are some things that I want to say, but I don't want to say while a lot of people are paying attention or something. Just let me say a weird thing about myself while nobody's listening. It's just one of those weird things about my life or about my family or about things in my childhood that I had to deal with, and which made me the person I am. And it's one of those crazy things that maybe you shouldn't be easily sharing with people or whatever the fuck. And it's a thing I told none of my friends when I was younger. I technically have only talked about it to my mother, brother, and other family members that very, very, very early on in streaming and in making stuff. I think I mentioned that I have a family member that is a witch in my ancestry that we know of. I have in my ancestry a witch that my entire family pretty much knows about, and it's kind of like a joke. But the way I was raised made it seem not like a joke, and I struggled with that when I was younger. I think this is maybe common for some people, but maybe uncommon or crazy for other people. But in my family, we have this thing, or saying, or something like, you shouldn't be talking badly about anybody. Not because, well, you're talking badly about them, but because bad things are going to happen to that person. My family members seem to have this superstition about us cursing people or something. You can easily see how that can easily be, like, miscommunicated or misunderstood alongside the, oh, we have a witch in the family, in our genealogy, here's a book about her, here's literally what happened to her, and here's all the things. I think people tried to trial her, but her husband was the officer of the village, so of course, like, you can't really... Like, the law doesn't apply to police officers. We all know this, according to America. So that's why she wasn't affected. And I don't think everybody who was called a witch or trial or stuff like that really got burnt for it either. There were more trials than burnings, and I think that it is a different percentage in different places. Some places there was a lot of burnings compared to the trials, and in some places there were a lot of trials but very few burnings and stuff like that, you know? She's a witch, at least for my understanding and to my family's understanding, or whatever the fuck. You know, powerful women, they just get hated on. Yeah, misogyny is the correct word. Pretty and powerful women are called witches, and we love those. Jealousy and all that shit, and misogyny, and that's great. Love those things. Oh my god, this is gonna get cut out of context. Fuck me. I'm one of those people that think like bitch is like a word of power, or witch is a word of power or something. Like calling yourself a bitch or calling yourself a witch is like, oh yeah, I'm a powerful woman kind of situation. So, well, bitch and witch is a good word nowadays, depending on who you're talking about. And even if I use bitch as a bad word, it's usually more like a, oh hey you, come on, stop that. Oh, such a bitch. You know, kind of not like a big bad word anymore, at least in my mind. At least I don't use it like it's meaning much, even though I probably should remember that it does actually have quite a bit of meaning. But yeah, about the witch and the cursing people and my family raising me the weirdest way possible. That alone wasn't really that big of an issue. About like, oh, if you say something, it's gonna happen. And our family has this weird thing and that weird thing and this weird thing and that weird thing. And then a lot of coincidences in a line doesn't look like a coincidence anymore, even though it is. And that is weird or difficult or something. Quite a lot of people also misunderstand fate as that, because it is a lot of coincidences. You are accidentally the person that somebody needs somewhere. You are the person they will like. You don't realize that, but it's not magic, is what I'm gonna say. With the incredible number of humans in the world, there's of course going to be enough people for enough people, in a sense, at least somewhat. Generally speaking, most people have enough good traits and enough weird traits to share with other people to make them interesting for each other. And if you have enough traits to share with your person, it might look like fate, even though, I'm sorry to tell you this, being a 1 in 1,000 or being a 1 in 10,000 still makes it so that there's tens of thousands of you, or even hundreds of thousands of you, or something along those lines. Or more, actually. I'm not 100% sure about the math right now. I might have miscalculated that. But yeah, it's still a lot. So if you feel weird and you're online and you're like, oh, I'm not like other girls, or I'm not like other guys, I'm sorry to tell you this, there's thousands of you online, and it'll suddenly feel like you are like everybody else. Either way, about weirdness and fate and coincidence and coincidences, yeah, and all these things. Oh, nice music in the background now. It can be very weird and confusing to deal with them when everyone in your family is perpetuating the same crazy stories and the same crazy things. Because when you have a religious family or a superstitious family, it's pretty difficult not becoming religious or superstitious. It becomes the new normal. So that's what I had to deal with. I don't think I've gone enough in detail to make you understand how many weird coincidences and weird things happened in my family for me to have a fucked up childhood. Not to spend too much time on this, but I can't see ghosts. Yeah, that's a weird sentence to say out loud, and a weird thing to just sort of bring up. But yeah, that's a thing my family has, or something. Not gonna go into detail on that, because that was a experience and horrifying time. Well, it wasn't really explained to me easily when I was younger, and having a Christian mother and a Christian family, they didn't really tell me all the things and explain things scientifically or give me a way to escape the devil. I think the way it was described to me in the beginning was, some people just see what other people can't. The world is a mysterious place with many mysterious life forms, and spirits and demons exists, and some people just can't see them, but us in our family can. And that was horrifying to be told as a child. So I was very religious when I was very young. I believed in God until he betrayed me and he didn't save me. That wasn't really the end of that, because it wasn't a me issue either. Supposedly, not 100% sure, but it seems to be my mother seems to have had that issue. And oh my god, the tree. Okay, my mother had that issue, and she wasn't really ever open about that. She never really talked to me about that. She told me like 1 or 2 experiences where like she was lying in bed and just trying to sleep, and she heard a voice telling her that like they painted a picture of themselves on her wall and she should see it, and like she thought it was the devil, and the devil wanted to like charm her or like trick her, curse her or something by showing her his image or something along those lines. And that was a very nice story that my mom told me when I was 6, 7, 8, something along those lines. Yeah, that didn't really stop, because there were a lot of stories. That was just one of the more memorable ones, because she was very good at telling it to me as I was lying in bed trying to sleep, talking about how she couldn't sleep when she was younger because things were talking to her and they wanted her to turn around and look at them. And yeah, hello, I love you. She wasn't really too open or obvious about her having that issue. But when I got older, like in my teens, I don't think she ever referred to it as the same thing anymore. I think she referred to it as some people just see ghosts. And I just completely forgot that she pushed demons into my brain and said it was all demons and all that shit. And then I was like, oh wait, I have that issue. I can see those things. Oh, my uncle has it too, you say? Why didn't you tell me this when I was younger? She might have actually told me when I was younger, but I completely forgot. So I only realized in my teens that my awesome uncle, my favorite uncle, well, saw ghosts. Bad part about this is that like, I wouldn't be talking about this if there weren't stupid coincidences that helped ruin my childhood. So, or I wouldn't really say they ruined it. They just made things a little bit more exotic and special and interesting. Because, you know, walking into a room and then talking to something on the wall or standing in front of you, mumbling, purring, growling, barking, something, who knows? And trying to have a conversation with it is not the smart thing to do for a child.